Hello, everybody. Welcome to another practice session on Backgammon Galaxy. As always, if you like the content, press the corresponding button and subscribe to the channel. Furthermore, if you are interested in one of my books or in backgammon lessons, please contact me through my website. And now, without further ado, let's play a match. Okay, sorry, we already started. Let me just got a bit confused. Let me just play something to not uh, waste my time bank. And now what happened here? Okay, here we go. Think just split. Still a little bit confused. I forgot to press the play button. Not my specialty. Making these videos sometimes get a bit confused. But what can you do? So I don't think I've made any big mistakes so far. Question is, do I want to step up to the 22? Maybe I do. Yeah, why not? So, I mean, I'm doing this because of his stripped 8 point. So if he attacks me from the 8 point, I would have return shots. So he escapes. Unfortunately, I can neither hit nor anchor, but I'm still doing fine in the race. And I get other opportunity to hit a shot. What is he supposed to play? Maybe just hit on the 20. What else does he have? Not much. Yeah, I think that's the only one. Got lucky, hit and cover. One of my best rolls. He enters and steps up. So this is interesting because I could easily lose my market here if I hit and he dances. I'm ahead in the race. So I think this should be a cube. Even if he doesn't step out, I can attack him, he can dance. I can anchor, so I think I must cube. And now it's getting interesting because I certainly want to put him on the bar. That would mean switching. And since I'm way up in the race, I guess I should move my back checkers now. Try to escape. Not so sure about it, but looks reasonable and time is running. So cannot really do much with my rearmost checkers. So this seems to be fine. And now I will just clear the 16. Looks good if he doesn't hit me. 6, 5. Can I do anything constructive with this roll? It doesn't look like. I don't want to leave a shot. So this is gonna be it, I guess. Maybe that was too passive because now that he steps up to the 19, I'm in a bit of trouble, maybe. I definitely think I should hit him. And use the opportunity to clear my midpoint, maybe. Looks good to me. Got lucky. However, I'm not able to cover. So certainly don't want to leave more shots. Since he has so many blots, I want to go for flexibility. And maybe, so that gives me good aces, 4-2. I mean, this looks like the maximum numbers to make some point. Okay, no point. Then I simply play my checkers inside and hope that he doesn't hit me. Maybe I can roll something small, then I might have a chance to win a gammon. Yeah, looks good. But don't leave a shot. Yeah, looks very good. Getting better and better. Or maybe even a BG. Wow. Against one checker, this is rather rare, but I take it. So we are already in Crawford. One. I don't want to split to the 18 and open myself up to many double shots, or double hits is the better term. 5-3 makes the anchor. Do I want to hit on the ace? At least it unstacks the 6 point. Not playing a blitz looks a bit weird, but I don't want to strip my midpoint. Okay, so I would like to get a second anchor. So prefer to enter on the 22. Play a checker down. So now if he hits me, I can fall back to a back game. Note that I'm not afraid of losing a gammon here. So should I play with all the anchors now? Still, yeah, I will keep all the anchors. Let's see what develops. Build my board. Okay, he slots. Still keep the anchors. Certainly not gonna move any of my back checkers. Maybe something like this. Shouldn't matter too much. Three, one. Still keep my anchors. For sure, I'm not gonna hit. So I'm just building my board. And yeah, when I roll a 5 or a 6, I probably run from the 21, but I think the timing for an ace-3 back game is okay. So that certainly the back game with the most shot equity. Okay, he will have to open the bar with a 5. 5 is 7-2, yeah. So now, okay, Now I have no choice because would have been an interesting question when to start hitting, but here I don't have a choice. Maybe just step out. Yeah. Okay, so do I want to make my 3-point? Maybe just making it and hitting it. That looks natural. Yeah, I mean this is the blocking play. Huh. That looks interesting too. It prepares the prime, gives him bad sixes, gives him some escaping numbers. Fives he can run out with, aces he can hit. I don't know. I mean, that looks like the standard player, but I'm not so sure here. Okay, prime is there. Double fours can't be a good roll, barely playable. Okay, but okay, a6 makes it interesting. That's wow. Now he's got to play pick and pass, and I have to enter, I hope. Still difficult for him to get this home, but yeah, certainly strange game a bit. So now, of course, the plan is to build the 6 prime as quickly as possible. I think I want to release one of the back checkers. Now I'm going to slot the prime. Okay, why not this? 6 discover. Okay. Maximum cover. So 6 prime is there, and now I don't even want to hit another checker because I don't need to win. Backgammon, he says, well played. I have no idea. Certainly don't want to hit him. Oh, he is giving up. Okay, that's not very sportsmanlike, but he was just fed up. Okay, can you do? Okay, ready to play another match. This time against Lior. I haven't seen where he's from. Okay, let me make a move and then I will wish good game. So of course, first match was super short. And I certainly want to get some more material to analyze. So here we go. Let's see if this lasts longer. I mean, certainly it will be a longer match. Seemed like the first match I played well, which is nice, especially always when there's a back game involved, like it was here. It's not so easy to say whether you have played well or not. So do I want to play 6-2? It unstacks the 6 point. I don't want to leave a double shot, so right now I don't see much else. Of course, he hits me for 6 in and out, probably still ahead in the race. I don't see a constructive 6. Six, 3 could make my bar point, but That looks like an overplay. Play this 6. I might as well play safe. Not too happy about it, but I also don't want another checker. Send back. Well, now it gets really ugly. 13-6, and then how am I supposed to continue? So the alternative would be to hit on the deuce behind the anchor. Just don't see the purpose of that play. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit more flexible, but it leaves quite a few numbers. And my plan should be to escape here. However, I think I should make my bar point. Too many numbers that hit me. Now he gets the prime, and I'm in trouble. So that's my chance to turn the game around. I have to run, yeah. 4s and aces hit. Well, there's the 6 prime. That should be game over, I suppose. Okay, he makes the 6 prime. I just was about to say that he may give me a chance. Yeah, we'll slot. So can I take this? I mean, he may have to break his prime. But if he does so, if he rolls, I gave him now also the 3s as good numbers, but I cannot imagine that with the 6 prime, I can take this. That could easily lose a gammon here. You know, behind the 6 prime. I mean, I have a kind of a counter prime, but wouldn't be shocked if that's a take, but it feels it can't be an easy take or a big mistake to pass this. So 3-2, hit and down. Is this a cube already? I don't think so. Have some market losers. That's one of it. Can I play on for the gammon? I think this is a pass, but also not a play on. Yeah, easy drop by him. 6 away, 6 away. Aces is good. There's the prime. Okay, 5-4. Maybe I just run into the outfield. 2s are a bit duplicated. I don't want to split and get attacked. I mean, that looks like really good outfield coverage. And of course, my goal is to make the 9 point if possible. Well, it's not possible. I can think about slotting the 9. Feels like an overplay. 6-5. I mean, running is not super attractive because I'm trailing in the race, but I just don't see any better option. Yeah, I will just run. Yeah, again, I mean, he has all the builders in place, so at least if he hits me, he cannot build his board. The 3s are a bit duplicated. I think I'm gonna run again. Hope that I can play against one checker, or if I get hit, at least he cannot develop his front position. But it feels a bit weird to run when being down in the race. don't like it, but I think here felt like the right choice. 2-1 is bad because it doesn't do anything. I don't think I can step up. Maybe produce another builder here for the 9. Okay. This is dicey because if he cubes me, he's ahead 24 pips in the race. So if he has 12 checkers in the zone. So if he just closes the point, it feels wrong to pass when he's still behind the prime and has quite a bit of work to do. So he closes the point. And then if he doesn't close the point, I can hit him. Yeah, many gammons. Certainly many gammon losses. I mean, I can see that. If he hits me, if he closes it and I enter, then could be in good shape, but not necessarily. Oh, I'm really struggling here. The score dictates to be a bit more conservative. However, he has also bad rolls like 3-2 or something. Huh. I will take, but I'm not sure at all. It could be a big mistake. I mean, this is a great number for him. He can cover and run out. There was also some duplication that I saw here. 4-3. Not enough for me. Yeah, this was, of course, the dreaded scenario. Maybe I really made a big mistake here. Okay, crossovers against the gammon is the idea. Maybe he should have hit because of the gammon wins. Okay, more crossovers. Let's do these. I mean, if he closes me out, okay, then every crossover counts. So shall I really? I don't want to play too passively because then he may get the idea that he can hit me loose, but he closes me out naturally. Yeah, was this a take? Hindsight, of course, not. At least it looks good against the gammon here. Very good indeed. But yeah, that take could have been a mega blunder. I guess I have to split here. Okay, nothing I can do. Think 3-5 is good. 3 is clear. I don't see why I should hit on the ace. Just try to run. And now I certainly want to make the 10-point 8-2 looks horrible, but at least it doesn't leave too many shots. That looks really horrible. Here, it hits me. Too much has happened. Okay, I just cannot bring myself to play 8-2. Maybe I should have. Here the problem is if I hit him, 2s, 5s, and 6s hit back. I think that's just too much. Don't want to get a second checker back. Okay, 6-3 gets that checker around. Also kind of slow here. Just see, already spent quite a bit of my time, so I have to keep an eye on that as well. He hits me. Yeah, but I cannot cube here from the bar. Of course, the 5-4. Even now, it's nothing. 2 in is clear. And now the choice is hit him, play with many blots. I think I have to reduce the blot count here, duplicate 6s and 4s. 5-2 is good. Five, 2 again, good number. Not that I'm feeling too comfortable in this position. 3-4 playable. 3-5 more than playable. Okay, this is a hit. Okay, and this is game over, I would say. Okay, is he playing for the gammon? Because I would have passed quickly, of course. But yeah, apparently he thought he was too good already. Oh, at least that's what I'm assuming. So how to continue in this mess? Now I would have cubed again in his shoes, so I'm not really not sure about his cube action here. I don't want to get tag there, duplicate a bit. Okay, we'll continue as long as he doesn't cube. I may get a chance here, and I think he's not gonna cube me out anymore. Yeah. Strange game, and strange that I'm still playing it. Okay, now he cubes. No, now too good again. I think he probably should. Should he cover and come out and hope that I don't enter, but I do. Yeah, the 5. What can I do? Have to expose. Another double shot. Now he's got the close board, so now he's officially too good. Maybe he was before, but yeah, as I mentioned, he let me get back into the game. Certainly would have cubed when I made the 3-point and he was on the bar. Really curious about this, but I guess I mentioned it already. Okay, again, a reasonable chance to avoid the G. Let's see if I can do it. 4, 3. Okay, that looks bad. Still can do it? No, I can't. Okay, 5-1. Two sixes. I can attack him. Yeah, why not? And if he rolls something bad, I can cube him. Was that a take? I mean, he took rather quickly. Don't think it was that easy with my racing lead, especially with the score. Of course, I tried to hit, fight for my 5-point. Now the question is, I mean, making the 8 looks just weak. The 8 doesn't fit together with the deuce point, and I think he has blots. I want to play aggressively for a gammon win. So now I could make an inside point or hit him. I think it's stronger to hit here. Since some more checkers back, the ace point is not that important. Okay, he comes in right away. Guess hitting is the play again. And now I have to make my 8. Of course. That was also rather quickly played. He could have made the 22 and played to the 8. Don't know. I think I will make the anchor. Slot. I mean, I want to come in on the 24 to avoid being attacked. But that would mean playing 6 to 3, which I don't like. But it looks, makes sense, kind of. I will try this. Really don't want to expose myself. So now I could slot. I can simply move a checker down. Yeah, maybe that's better. How is slotting looking like? Yeah, goes for the prime. Is that really my plan? I'll play like this. Steps up and hits. No, of course I will attack with the additional blot, but it looks like attack is gonna fail. At least continue to hit. don't want to expose too many blots here. Be too vulnerable. Okay, that's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost forced. Is that so? Can I duplicate something? Oh, I don't know. Looks like I didn't have too many alternatives. I honestly don't want to expose another blot because the deuces are not duplicated. This looks also really ugly, but I really don't want to expose yet another blot. It's too weak. So to avoid returns, 2, 1. I guess no. Do I step up? Could do this. I don't know. Six, 5. Could run from the back. Actually, I don't see much else, and I have to pay a little bit attention to the time here. 2, 5 is good. I'm ahead in the race. Double 5s is even better. Just trying to get the checkers around here. Five, 3 is great, so just playing against the holding game, but not much contact left, especially after double 6s. Even had a slight hope to win a gammon, but now after his rolls, that's gone, of course, that hope. And now I have to sweat a shot. Well, that was rather unfortunate. It's a big favorite now. Have to enter quickly to have a chance. And now where do I go to? I think race is fine. I can step up. Force him to hit me. Okay, in and out is really bad. I wanted to stay there because now I simply will lose the race, I guess. Which, okay, time to congratulate, I suppose. And I really have a bad feeling about this game, this take and all this. Felt a bit well played. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I'm just too pessimistic. Okay, here comes the verdict. Well, could have been worse. Not a great match, but yeah, I have my suspicion about the take, but we'll see. Okay, let's start with the second match. And that match is a very good example of how you can be wrong in your assessment of what went wrong in the match, because I didn't have a good feeling about my PR, and as you can see, it's not a great match, not terrible, but certainly not what I would expect of me. And so I had the suspicion that there was one really bad cube action, namely the take in the third game, I think. And I was correct that there was a very bad cube action, but not the one that I thought. And it happened in the first game where I dropped an easy take. So here, problem here is, of course, this position is rather unusual, and it feels kind of strange to take when you're behind a 6 prime. The opponent has an advanced anchor. You have another blot. So, yeah, there are numbers with which he has to break the prime immediately, but it just felt like, for example, a number like 3-5 is a great number for him, even though the 20 point is blocked, but he can play all these numbers with his back checker. And yeah, psychologically, when you are behind a 6 prime, or when I'm behind a 6 prime, it feels like the safe route to take is to pass. But you can see easy take. I win many games. I don't lose too many gammons because he can hit me, yes, but then I may anchor immediately on the 21 point and have a decent game, and all kinds of good stuff that can happen. Nevertheless, when you see the evaluation, it's a super clear take, big blunder, almost a triple blunder. However, over the board, I think I don't fault myself too much for it, simply because actually I don't have too many reference positions when you can take when you're behind the 6 prime. So it's an unusual position, and you're bound to make mistakes in unusual positions. So certainly will save that position and a screenshot of it and try to keep it in the back of my mind. But yeah, so that was the big cube mistake. So that was the only big mistake in game one. Game two was just standard double pass. As you can see, not good enough for a play on, so nothing much to say about this. What else? Okay, I made a mistake here, but okay, I could have hit 2 checkers. Yeah, I mean, with the deuce point, that's a blitzy position. So yeah, you want to hit 2 checkers. I just found it more important to unstack the midpoint. Anyway, not a big mistake. Okay. So should have hit 2 checkers, but no big deal. So then the game where I thought I made the big blunder, maybe. Easy take. So I'm glad, of course, that I found it. I remember what made me take it over the board was just the duplication and the numbers that don't cover. And yeah, you heard me talking about the position. It just felt too nice to drop. And yeah, I think since there are really bad numbers for him, like 5-2, 2-1, some others, and even if he covers and I enter, it's understandable that you can take this. I'm still surprised that I win so many games. I mean, I'm not surprised that I lose so many gammons, but yeah, I win more games actually than I expected after the take, because it felt like I lost the game without having any real chances. I'm just curious, there was one bear of mistake that by him that, yeah, he should have taken 4 checkers off, try to win the gammon, loses some more games, but the gammon is not a sure thing, so he should have worked actively for it and take 4 checkers off, okay? But other than that, there was nothing more, so better let's move on to game 4. that started really well for me in the sense that I didn't make any mistakes. And then we got into this super weird position. Let me see where it started. Yeah, with the 5-1 here. And yeah, he quickly continued to play. And indeed, it was a very small play on. I would have thought more about it. But still, he got punished for it because he made quite a common mistake, I would say. So the thing is, once you start playing on for the gammon, that doesn't mean you have to continue playing on. You have to actually re-evaluate all the time whether it is still too good or whether you should bet a cube. So, and as I mentioned, after I made the 3-point, he got into this position. And now on the bar against the 3-point board, this is simply not too good anymore. I would have passed, of course, but he should have cashed a point. And yeah, so he was just continuing to roll without reevaluating, which was a big mistake, or turned out to lead to a series of mistakes or blunders. So here, a mistake by me. I should have come out not to the 16. I thought 5s are duplicated, but I rather should have come out to the 18. Gives me better winning chances of, and doesn't even lose more gammons. So after this, I could have even taken the cube. The way I played it, it was double pass. But now, since he was in this mode of just playing and not reconsidering, you can see what happened. Another blunder. And it also, I mean, I really would have liked to pass this game because you see, it wasn't easy to play and I continued to make checker play blunders. So he hurt his PR by not cubing, but he also hurt mine by me making some really bad decisions. So here, I just blindly remade the 6-point, and I should have thought about it because actually I could have saved the checker and step up and put pressure on him, because if he doesn't roll, if he rolls an even number like 4-2, 6-2, he cannot even hit me. I'm way ahead in the race, so I should have gone just for the stepping up and going for the racing game. So that was a huge mistake. I didn't even think about it. So his not cubing me led to big mistakes by both of us, which is unfortunate, and in the end led to the mediocre PRs. But yeah, I mean, now I see it. I mean, that's not the plan. I don't want to rebuild my board with the dead checkers. I just want to play a racing game. But these positions that are looking strange and that you don't have on the board, you just, you don't have too much references, and it's not so easy to navigate, but this is so obvious now. I mean, game plan wise, that, yeah, I should have found it. I didn't even think about it. That was the mistake. Like, he didn't think about the cubes. So his cube blunders continue. Another one. Huge blunder here because now the position is really volatile. So all these missed cubes came from that he played on in where it was a very small play on instead of cubing me out, and that really cost him in the PR. This was not so expensive. This was again very close to a play on, and yeah, rest. Yeah, he won a gammon, so in the end he was right to continue in that sense. But when you look at the summary, I mean, he almost wasted away half of his equity loss came from these missed cubes. Or in other words, had he cubed, he probably would have won the PR battle. Maybe not, because then I wouldn't have made all these checker play mistakes, but okay. Let's stop the speculation. So 6 away, 2 away. Another cube mistake by him where I was kind of surprised how quickly he took at the score. It's a big pass, almost too good. Many gammons. I mean, I'm leading in all departments, so this is just, yeah, nothing more to say about it. Then, yeah. Okay, I should have slotted. I mean, that was much later in the game. Should have slotted the 5. Not such a big deal. I should have played like, I mean, I played like this. Should have played like this. Yeah, it looked okay, of course, but I felt it's only aces and 8s that cover. He doesn't roll a 4. He can attack me with a 5. But bottom line is, the way I played it, that's structurally bad. Again, the 8 point and the deuce point don't work well together. So, and I leave a shot anyway. So why not try to play more constructively? Another mistake here. What did I do? I hit and jumped out, felt it was too loose to step up to the 18. However, I'm not afraid of losing a gammon. So I should have just played more aggressively. I mean, the spare on the 18 helps, and let me show you the final position. He's not so eager to hit loose. So this just creates more action, more gammons on both. I mean, on at least on my side. It loses even fewer gammons, not that it matters. So small mistake. And then that was it. So yeah, 2 really big mistakes, 1 checker play and 1 cube mistake, which led to the so-so PR. The first match was better. So just a second. So as you can see, I played well in the first match despite the back game. I mean, we will have a look at it anyway. Yeah, so there's not a single mistake over 40, which is my blunder threshold. So let me think of what I can show you from this match. Cube action. So that's a pass already. I mean, I'm ahead in the race. I have the blitzing potential. My numbers are diversified. So 6s and 3s attack. Deuces make the anchor. 5s escape. So close pass. I wouldn't have known what to do in this position because his structure is okay. Actually, he could have taken it had he played differently. His roll before. He thought about it first to just jump out into the outfield. I mean, at least he has a clearer path to victory now. If 1/3 of the time I don't hit him, and so then he will be in good shape, play against my back checkers. But yeah, I wouldn't have known either, and especially not known that this is a take after this move, and after his move, that's a pass. So I don't fault him here. Yeah, and then I got very lucky. By the way, I mean, just to show you, I mean, I think it's too obvious in this case, but this is a typical spot where you just have to switch, put your opponent on the bar. Probably not too interesting, but then also, what XG likes usually is then use the time where your opponent is on the bar to move your back checker. So for example, the second best play is already kind of bad. I mean, this brings more material to the attacking zone, but here with his blocking structure, top priority is to get the back checkers home. Okay. So, and the rest was just a straight BG, which was nice. And then anything interesting? I mean, it was a back game, yes. However, it was not the difficult sort of back game, I would say, because what I had to do, let's see, here in this position or even before, all that I had to do was simply keep all the anchors and build my board. So if you follow that, these instructions, you can't make any big mistakes here. And maybe there were interesting decisions after the hit, I don't know. He made some mistakes. Okay, that's interesting. So before it came to the back game, he should have hit only one checker. So he doesn't need to win a gammon at this Crawford score. I mean, that's a play, a very sophisticated play. Because the more checkers I get sent back, the better my chances are eventually to get a second or maybe even a third anchor as it happened, and preserve my timing for the back game. So this is rather rare occasion where you hit just one checker, even though the back game isn't established yet. And the main reason is the score here, because what hitting two checkers does simply is increases your gammon wins. But since the gammons are close to worthless for him here, should have just made this play, interesting play, but difficult to get right over the board because there's also the score component involved here. Then he made a rather big blunder. Yeah, I think that blunder also happened. And he should have played like this with only one blot. He should have played the 5 first. I think he started playing the 4 and then he got confused, because if you play the 5 first, then it's rather natural not to leave 2 blots here. I don't know, probably just an oversight. Why should he leave 2 blots with my reasonably strong board and many numbers that hit 2 checkers? So yeah, this seems clear, but that mistake came from not playing his numbers in the correct order. Then something, okay, here's the mistake. I should have gone out all the way. What did I do? I left the blot on the bar point to bring more material to the zone. Yeah, don't fault myself too much. I think the main reason why this is wrong, it leaves too many blots and loses some extra backgammons. And since backgammons count, I should have paid attention to that. But in these positions, after you hit, who pays attention to losing a backgammon? So don't fault myself for that. And the rest was just, I mean, just game plan. When you have a position like this, slot your 7 as quickly as possible and try to get the 6 prime, and then it's basically over. And as you can see, he was so frustrated that he resigned the match. I mean, he had 3% winning chances still, and then, okay, he donated like a 1% match winning chances here, but he was just frustrated, I guess, and probably the game wouldn't have been too interesting anymore. So yeah, whatever. Still, I think you should play your matches until the end. At least I always do that. But maybe it was also the backgammon loss before, and okay. whatever. So this is it for today. Was off to a shaky start of forgetting to press the pause button, and so, but I think later on it went fine. Sorry for the little bit bad start of the match, but nothing interesting. You didn't miss anything interesting. And anyway, so I guess there's just left to say until